Yo, what is up? What's been happening? Welcome back to another episode of Those Car Dudes.
Today we're going to be showing you how to make a wooden floor in your boot.
In the wagon! It's so good to be doing some more work on the wagon tonight. I'm so excited for this wooden boot install, Nathan.
It's been ages since we've done anything on the slam wagon, hasn't it? And a lot of you guys have been asking like, bring back the slam wagon. Well, it hasn't gone anywhere, so we decided to do a wooden boot install because the boot right now isn't looking too great, is it?
It's rough. We threw our wetsuits in there after surfing. We haven't actually taken care of the boot at all.
I don't think it's even been vacuumed ever in its life.
Yeah.
And
it needs work.
It needs work. Anyway, so that's what we're going to be doing today, and we're going to be showing you how to do that.
Exclusive!
For this wood boot install, you're going to need a few things, and I've got them here. The first thing you need is some liquid nails or some other wood glue, and the thing that you use to squeeze the glue out with. You're going to need a tape measure of some sort. A jigsaw is very handy for this, so something that you can cut the wood out with. And of course you are going to need some wood. So over here we've got some MDF sheets that we're going to be using, and we have some flooring. This is the kind of flooring that you get in a house, so it's good quality. If you spill something on it, it's easy to wipe off, and you can get this at any flooring place, and it's not too expensive either, and they also fit into each other. So I really recommend looking at getting some of these for your wood boot install because it makes it look really nice and it lasts a long time.
It does look amazing, doesn't it, Nathan?
It does, and you can get all different colors. This is like more of a whitewash color that we've gone with, but yeah, we think it's gonna look sick, so let's get into it. Most cars will come with a piece of carpet the shape of your boot already.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's great,
wow, right? Amazing. So you can use that as a template. This carpet has obviously seen better days, but it still gives us a general idea of the shape and size of the piece of wood that we need to cut. So the first thing we're gonna do tonight is pull this piece of carpet out and use it as a template on the wood we have.
Get it, boy!
Oh, yuck. This is disgusting. This is like nearly 30 years of grime and slime.
This is so exciting.
Yo, it's a race car.
So Nathan, that's going to be our template.
Absolutely.
Do you have any anything else to say about our template, or?
It's really disgustingly dirty.
It does feel gross, doesn't
It's like, honestly, like carpet gets dusty and stuff all over it, but that's actually slimy.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're going to be putting like that new stuff in. So we've taken the carpet and we've laid it down on a piece of MDF. Nathan is now going to go ahead and he's going to trace the template onto the piece of wood.
You need a pencil. I forgot to say that. Hope you've got one. That's what I'm going to do. I am going to trace onto this piece of wood, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line around the shape of it, but remembering that when I cut it, I'm actually going to cut it a little bit outside of where the line is, and I might need a darker pencil, but we'll see. The reason why I'm going to cut it about here rather than right here is just so it'll be better for me to have it a bit bigger. That's annoying. It'll be better for me to cut it a bit bigger than I need it, and then I can trim it later rather than cutting it too small and then, you know, you're stuffed. You got to buy a new piece of wood. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to trace this out. This is obviously a bit munted, so the shape of it may not be perfect as well. That's another reason.
Well,
it is.
The carpet in the wagon. The carpet in the wagon is perfect.
Wow, it's a black hole. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna trace this out. It may not be exactly the right shape, but this is the underpiece, and it'll give us a good idea for the top pieces and where it needs to go. So let's get into it. I'm coloring in, JD. This is fun.
Is that dark enough, Nathan Mead?
Yes, and it's green. Green is. Oh, I broke my lead. I need a sharpener.
So Nathan just upgraded. Nathan, what do you have?
I got a builder's pencil, bro. It's flat and stuff.
Good for you. Nathan has done an amazing job tracing that old dirty little template.
Can you see what I mean by the carpet? This just came off the underside of the carpet.
What is that?
I don't know, but it's stained now. Like, it's legit disgusting, that piece of carpet.
We have to start again.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put some wheels underneath this to make like a little bit of a table.
Whoa, are those genuine BBS basket wheels, Nathan?
Of course they are, JD. One of the best wheels ever designed.
Oh, I thought T37s are.
Yeah, those are cool too.
You see, Nathan, you're a very clever man, because what you've done here essentially is that you put in a support underneath this piece of wood, which will leave you enough gap around the side to do the cutting.
You're a genius. Didn't even have to explain it myself.
Wow.
Grey or black?
Grey or black?
Grey or black?
I want both the same colour.
No, grey and black.
Oh, I see.
Same colour.
I want to go black.
Black. Black on black on black. Now you get your jigsaw out. And you cut it.
Alright, so the underpiece is all done. Nathan has done a great job again, just cutting all that out. We're going to try and fit that into the boot now. The single piece of MDF doesn't quite fit in the boot because it is too big. So Nathan is going to go and
cut it!
we're going to cut it in half, and that way we're going to make it fit.
Is that about halfway?
Yeah. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's not halfway. Slow and steady, wins the race.
Done.
2 pieces. Perfect. Which side's the right and which side's the left?
This one.
Cool. Mean. So this will give us a good indication on how... Oh, you've done pretty well, Nathan.
Not bad, but definitely not good either.
It needs a bit more work.
It does.
But we're getting there, making progress. It doesn't quite fit, so what we're going to do is we're going to trim the MDF right to that line that we marked out initially and try and make it fit that way. Mean. So the base layer is all in, a lot of measuring, a lot of cutting, isn't that right, Nathan?
Yes.
We're now going to be doing the back seats.
Absolutely. And it takes quite a bit of trial and error, didn't it, JD, with all these curves and getting them to fit right.
Measure twice, cut once.
That's the one.
Unless you're doing a floor in your boot, then you have to measure once and cut 500 times. With the back seats, we're going to be repeating the same process, aren't we, Nathan?
Absolutely.
So Nathan's got his little pencil out again. I actually found out why those pencils are flat, Nathan.
Why is that?
And why it's called a builder's pencil.
Why is that?
Because builders always work on uneven surfaces, and the reason the pencil is flat is that it doesn't roll down surfaces.
Really?
Isn't that really smart?
JD has done a fantastic job at cutting out the pieces for the back of these seats. Like those. There's another one back here. We're gonna move on now. We're gonna come back to these seats later on to put the top layer on, and we are gonna do the boot first. We've managed to get 5 of these lengthways in the boot across this area here. And then we're obviously gonna have some on the sides as well. You can do it acrossways, of course. We've decided to go lengthways for this one, and now we're just making sure that these are all linked together. They take a little bit of wiggling and stuff to make sure that there's no gaps between them before trying to work out how much gap we need between the back of the seat and the edges of these, so that we can fit a piece of MDF and top layer on this later on. So that's what we're doing now. We're gonna work it all out, draw a line there where we can cut it, fit these all in, and then move on from there.
Cut it!
Because we spent some time getting this under layer to fit really well, we shouldn't have too much trouble cutting this out for the top layer and making it fit too if we just use this as a stencil. We are going to cut a little bit outside the line though again, so it's a little bit bigger, just sort of overlap a bit, and also gives a little bit of room for error so we can trim stuff back and make it fit perfect.
Nathan actually broke the pencil and he decided that tape would do the job, and it actually did the job, Nathan, so congratulations.
Thank you. This looks mean, bro. So mean. So we've cut like...
I love it.
Yeah, we have. We've trimmed it down and made it look like fit as flush as we're gonna get it.
That's
and
right.
Looks really good around the edges, which is awesome.
It's as good as we're gonna get it, I mean.
Yeah.
It looks good.
We're gonna rub out all the pencil lines with the rubber, obviously, but it just takes a lot of trial and error, and just, you know, looking at it, pulling it out, trimming it down, putting it back until you get like that nice shape.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna move on to the back seats, and we're gonna cut out those, and it's the same process really. You can use the template, give yourself a bit of room to play with, trim it down until you got a nice fit, and then once everything is all cut out, we're gonna glue it all down, and it's gonna be done. JD's been doing some intense measuring and using his brain heaps. He's about to do the outline for the back seat. This is gonna look really, really good.
Time to cut it.
It's already looking so much better in there. It's really transformed the wagon already. JD has numbered each panel so that when we pull these apart and cut them individually, we know where they go afterwards. So it's not like a big puzzle. Hey bro.
Huh?
JD has cut out all the wood pieces. Now we are screwing in the MDF to the back of the seat. We definitely suggest using self-tappets. We didn't have any.
Making them self-tappets.
We forgot to get some if you do decide to do that and do the back seats. These will do the job. The wood boot install though, the main part doesn't need to be screwed in as long as it fits nice and tight. Once we have those screwed in, then we're going to put some liquid nails on the MDF pieces and stick these bad boys on. We've got our liquid nails.
It smells delicious.
Caramel. Good thing about liquid nails is it takes ages to dry, so you can put this on and literally have plenty of time to move it around. So we're gonna do that and adjust it until we can get it looking real nice, and then we'll put something heavy on it and let it dry.
Yep. But oh, what are you doing?
I'm keeping the wood like down. This is to weigh the wood down so that the glue sets down. So that is how you do a wooden boot install. We're gonna leave this to dry. Let's cut to the finished product right now.
It's all done. Nathan, I think it looks amazing.
Absolutely. It looks so much better than before with that old ripped greasy carpet from 1989. Now we get a nice fresh boot install where the seats still fold down, and it really, really does lighten up the car and make it look really cool.
Who knew that the back of the wagon would ever look this good?
Yes, absolutely. It's kind of retro. It's kind of cool. It's like a surfing sort of wagon, you know,
cool.
Go surfing in a
I feel like that the wooden floor in the boot is going to be a new thing, Nathan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So everyone's going to start doing it.
I think I'm going to start catching on.
Well, it's been done before we did it, but we hope this tutorial did help you. We really do recommend, if you're doing this, to use actual wood flooring from like a flooring place that they would use in a house. Reason being, it's just durable, it's going to last a long time, easy to clean stuff off it if you spill it, and it's not that expensive.
That's right. Well, we hope this video helped you guys out. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, do what you need to do, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Peace out.
Oh, Nathan, you're gonna be watching this while you're editing, and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing, JD. This is so amazing, bro. Whoa. It's so mean.